ديفياني كوبراغادي هذه سفيرة الهند بتونس. بروح ضيافة عالية استقبلتني في مقر إقامتها إنديا هاوس. إقامة هذه اقتنتها الهند في أوائل ثمانينات القرن الماضي بعد زيارة قامت بها آنذاك إنديرا غاندي لتونس، وقابلت الرئيس الراحل الحبيب بورقيبة، وازدهرت العلاقات بين البلدين. كما تشوفوا المكان عنده إطلالة خارقة للعادة على المتوسط وعلى بحر أميلكار بالتحديد. البلاصة تحمل ازدواجية جميلة برشا. من جهة نلقاو الطابع المعماري التونسي المميز، ومن جهة أخرى اللمسة الهندية العريقة من حيث التزويق والأثاث، والنتيجة انسجام وفيانة. تجربتي في إنديا هاوس ما كانتش باش تكون متكاملة من غير ما نتعرف على عادات وتقاليد الشعب الهندي من جهة، والمطبخ الهندي من جهة أخرى. ساموسا، بابدي تشات، تشوكاندار تيكي وغيرها من الاختصاصات الهندية شاركتها معايا السفيرة بكل مودة. من غير ما ننساو دارجيلينغ تي المصنف كأفخم أنواع الشاي الأسود في العالم، أصله من سفوح جبال الهيمالايا ومطعمه زاهري خفيف وبنين برشا. قطوس السفيرة هندي رافقنا طول مدة تسجيل الانترفيو، ووجوده عطاه جو فيه برشا دفء. Miss Devyani Khobragade, Ambassador of India to Tunisia, welcome.
Thank you so much, Abir. Thanks a lot.
Welcome to Tunisia. You are here since January.
That's right.
Around 8 months.
That's right.
It's your first assignment in Arab and African country. I think it's a new challenge for you, new experience. What are your takes on that?
Well, I'm really happy to be on the African continent finally. It's my first time serving in an African Arab country, and I'm really delighted to be here. I have been serving in different parts of the world as India's representative. I was in Europe, in Berlin, Rome. Before coming to Tunisia, I was ambassador of India to Cambodia. So
this region of the world is very different.
Absolutely different, but it's such an interesting combination of the Arab, Mediterranean and African culture.
True.
That I'm really very happy to experience that. And especially being in Carthage, where you feel like you're living in a walking museum. Right next to my residence, the India House, is the grave of Saint Cyprian, and it's amazing, the Phoenician culture and the Arab culture, the Byzantine, all of this mixed together with Arab culture has really. It's really a melting pot of culture, just like my country. And I can see the similarities between our cultures as well.
How's that?
I can see it in the food, and which you will experience very soon.
Okay.
We'll give you a samosa, which is, I think, called samsa here.
Samsa, yeah.
Yes.
The triangle.
That's right, but ours is salty and filled with potatoes and peas. So I hope you'll enjoy that. And of course the language, because Hindi, our national language, is also has absorbed syncretically, organically many words from Arabic and Persian. So I can hear many similar words in Arabic, and of course even the attire and the aesthetics are very similar. So I feel quite at home here, and it's really nice to see these similarities, and I would love to express that and share that with Tunisians and show them how our cultures are so similar.
Yeah, definitely. I think that people-to-people ties sustain diplomacy often more than sometimes official agreements.
Absolutely. Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I completely agree with you. And the distance is sometimes a barrier. But now with the digital technology and with good aviation connections, I hope that many more Tunisians will be able to go to India, experience in India, and vice versa. Mm-hmm. And therefore, I'm trying very hard to convince your government to open up e-visa for Indians, because Indians are big travelers and they're big spenders. And after the COVID pandemic, we have really seen revenge tourism. Mm-hmm. So people are just ready to go anywhere and everywhere, and they would love to come to Tunisia, I'm sure. And so, and of course, I'm also working with our government to see that we also extend e-visas to Tunisians so that they can travel with ease.
What about direct flights? They will boost
direct flights. Of course, that would be very nice.
Tourism also.
Yeah, that depends a lot on commercial calculations of flight aviation companies, and also it's a good distance. It would be like a 12 or 13 hours flight, direct flight. So yeah, that would probably, we could perhaps first look at charter flights or something, and then think of a direct flight. However, I mean, apart from direct tourism, people-to-people exchange, there's so much more that we can do. And we just brought a folk dance troupe from India to the Carthage to the Carthage Festival, and they were a hit.
They performed here, and
they
people were really happy.
They loved the music, and they loved the dance. And we were very happy to have them here and see the enthusiasm in the Tunisians to experience Indian culture.
They performed at Festival of Carthage and also at local festivals, I think.
Local festivals.
Right?
They went to Ariana, they went to Celiana, and they performed
different
at local
regions
festivals.
Also.
Yeah. And then I think yoga and Ayurveda is also very popular in Tunisia.
I have to say that I'm in front of a certified yoga instructor, passionate about meditation. You organize many yoga sessions here at your residence or even in Carthage.
At the embassy as well. We have free lessons at the embassy for anybody to join. So please invite your viewers to look at our social media handles, and they're free. They are very welcome to join our free classes.
What brings yoga exactly, to our soul and to our body?
Well, yoga actually means union. So it's a union of the body and soul, body and, our mind or soul, whatever you may call it, and union of a human being with the entire universe. So rather than thinking of yourself as this one, egoistic individual entity, when we think when we think of being connected with the world, then we are more at ease with ourselves and we are more at ease with the world. So that's what yoga philosophy is all about. That is the beginning of yoga. The beginning of yoga is physical yoga, because you need to be fit and you need to have physical fitness. Yeah. You need to connect to your mind through your body. And that's what, the physical postures and asanas of yoga are all about. And of course, also the breath work that helps you connect with your mind, your consciousness. And then slowly you develop deeper into the philosophy, which is, finally leading to meditation, more focus and sadhana, concentration, and finally
Great.
Awakening.
So it's an invitation. You have free courses, sessions of yoga at Indian Embassy.
And we also have free online meditation courses that we do once a month on full moon. We call it full moon meditation.
You make meditation online? Is it possible?
Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah, I've already done 2 sessions of meditation online, and we have received such an overwhelmingly positive response. And that makes me feel very happy because I see the interest of Tunisians in Indian ancient thought, ancient philosophies, and, secular practices like meditation. In addition to, of course, the rest of it, Bollywood and that's the cultural part, but I also see a lot of interest in youngsters, those who want to study IT and related AI-related subjects. They always are asking about whether there are scholarships, there are any internships available. So I would be very happy to encourage young professionals to apply for our ITEC scholarships, which stands for Indian Technical Economic Cooperation Program. And these scholarships are short-term scholarships for professionals, government and non-government, that can go for short durations, to India to upgrade their IT skills or skills in any discipline, any field. Yeah, and I think there is a lot of scope for our youngsters to interact in the technological fields. And we are also planning to open an IT center here, which is with the cooperation and help of the Tunisian government, and that will help the Tunisian government officials and also young professionals, to upgrade their skills online with our IT experts back in India. So there are many exciting new things.
So we talked about yoga, about music and dance, but also cinema. You know that the Indian culture, especially the Indian cinema, is quite present in the collective imagination here in Tunisia. You know this?
Right, yes.
I remember when I was a child, my sister and I used to go to the neighborhood's local film store to rent movies, Indian movies, to watch them.
That's
and
lovely.
We did this every weekend, So I watched hundreds of films, and this is how my discovery and my first contact with culture, with Indian culture, began. And
do you still watch movies?
Yeah,
Indian movies.
Not so many. Yeah, not like when I was a child. But I do remember the first film I watched. It was Najina, the cobra woman or the snake woman. So it was amazing for me, and it was the first contact for me with Indian culture and with the cinema, dance, their habits, traditions, cuisine also. And it's amazing.
Yeah, Bollywood is the largest film industry in the world, and Bollywood produces more movies than any other film industry. And Bollywood is really our, flag bearer of our soft power abroad. Everybody loves Bollywood.
Yeah. Do you plan some presence of Indian films here in Tunisia?
We would like to bring some films to the Carthage Film Festival in November.
Okay.
We are working on that. So let's hope that works out.
Those figures, yeah.
Yes, yeah. And then we are also going to go to the Djerba Film Festival this time. And we're already talking to them. So yes, definitely you'll see more and more films, and maybe also in India House sometimes. Yeah, because we have this beautiful garden.
Yeah,
and,
that's it. Talking about beautiful garden, when I watch a film, India is very well known for its landscapes, amazing landscapes. For you, where you traveled through Tunisia, through different parts of Tunisia. What is the best maybe region or landscape to shoot a movie sequence, for instance, Indian movie sequence in Tunisia for you?
I think there are many beautiful sites in Tunisia, and I think especially the Medina would be very nice.
Medina?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think the Medina would
I was
be
expecting the desert, a Sahara. The
yes,
south.
I know it's Sahara as well, but I would think more the Medina, and also if there, the ribats and the forts along the Mediterranean. Perhaps, let's say in Mahdia or
the coast,
the coast, but with the cultural aspects as well.
Yeah.
Showing the old Arab forts or That would be very nice.
That
Yeah,
would be great.
I can imagine a dance sequence certainly over there.
Yeah.
We are also thinking about how we can bring Indian films to shoot here. I'll have to speak to the Minister of Tourism and request for the help of that ministry and the Culture Ministry to see what incentives can be given and what help can be provided to the Indian film industry to shoot here. I'm sure they'd be quite happy because it is really indeed quite unique with the coastline, the beautiful coastline, and all the old monuments and structures and the cultural vibe that Tunisia has. I'm sure that it could make for a wonderful film.
Great. So I see that you traveled through different parts,
yes,
and
I've
you were in
been
touch with local population.
That's right.
And you tried some dishes, maybe. So you appreciate. I'm curious to know more about your personal taste. But before answering me, I have to tell you something.
Yeah.
In the past, I interviewed Ms. Nagma Malik, who served as an Indian ambassador to Tunisia maybe 10 years ago, I think.
That's right.
And I asked her, what is your favorite dish? And she replied, without any doubt, couscous with fish.
Really?
And trust me, from the time the interview has been published until she left Tunisia, she had a lot of couscous. So think twice before answering.
I'm not. I like couscous, but I'm not such a big couscous fan. But I think I love the spiciness of the harissa.
Okay.
And I use it in every dish, Indian or Tunisian or otherwise. And I like, I tried that very pungent henna-like curry. What's that called? The mulatia? Mulakheya.
All right.
And that was really something very interesting.
Okay.
Yes, yeah. I thought that was very, very interesting, and I really enjoyed mulakheya a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I tried the jerba rice, and I, of course, ate too many bricks during Ramadan.
Okay.
So
30 days, 30 bricks.
Yeah, but Tunisian food is really nice. It's very, it's reminiscent of Indian food.
Yeah.
And
you know that we do have many restaurants offering Indian cuisine here.
Not so many, but there.
I think 4 here in the town in Tunis, but also in different towns and regions. I think in Sousse or in Hammamet, I think. Whether independent or in the build, in part of a hotel.
You should tell me about those when I travel.
Share with you some address.
Although I think we'll invite you home someday, and the best food, Indian food that you can get would be at India House. Okay. I'm sure.
So beyond culture, which is very important, of course, I think that economic diplomacy is very important. It's key for partnerships.
Sure. We are, Tunisia is very important for us economically. In the traditional sectors, we have been cooperating very well since, almost post-independence. With the formation of Tunisia-India fertilizers, which sends phosphoric acid back to India. And India is a very big agricultural nation. So we require a lot of fertilizer for which we require phosphoric acid. And Tunisia has been one of the biggest partners in the quest for fertilizers, which leads to food security of millions of Indians and also food security of many other nations, because we are a large exporter of food products. So Tunisia is very important for us in that sector. Unfortunately, there have been some problems, but I'm sure that we'll be able to revive that project. And along with your very dynamic minister, excellent guidance of Her Excellency Fatima Chiboub, I'm sure we will be able to surmount the problems, and our exports can increase again. Right now, they are around 500 million plus, and most of it is India's import of phosphoric acid from Tunisia.
Okay.
And the rest, Tunisia exports to us You also export olive oil, and we are also sending vehicles, Mahindras and Tatas, and these brands, and some marine products. But we would like to diversify this into technology sectors and see more and more of IT and
promising
fintech
sectors.
Yes, and move away from the traditional sectors. Pharmaceuticals is another sector where there has been a rise. Many of Tunisian pharmaceutical industries import raw material, primary products to develop their own drugs. And of course, India is the pharmacy of the world.
True.
We provide very high quality generic drugs to the entire world. So I'm sure that Tunisia can also benefit from that. I would like to see some joint ventures here that can then, export to Africa or to European Union.
That's it.
Renewable
you can see
energy.
it as a gateway to Africa, Tunisia, for India, for instance.
Yeah, it could be.
It could be.
We'll have to explore, because there are issues like logistics, bringing in bulk drugs from India
From India through Tunisia.
Yeah, mostly it goes from Dubai and from the other Middle East countries, and then I'm sure with right incentives, with right policies, when there is political will, it can happen. We need to diversify our partnership more, economic partnership, and that will be my focus while I'm here, to fix our phosphate exports and to diversify our products from both sides. So I'm really looking forward to working on the economic side as well. I think there's a lot of potential to definitely reach 1 billion in a couple of years if things go well.
On a more personal note, as an ambassador and as a woman leader, what values guide you most in your diplomatic mission? And how do they shape your vision for India-Tunisia relation?
India's diplomacy is rooted in its ancient philosophy of Vasudev Kutumbakam, which means that the world is one family. And that's what guides me when I, go to any country as the representative of my great nation. I think of the host country as my family. And when you think like that, then you always want to think of the best for both countries. And it's not just about national interest. Of course, national interest always reigns. And, as an ambassador of India, I will take care of my country's interests, but it's always tempered with how both countries can benefit. And as a woman diplomat and as an Indian woman, I feel very strongly about India's position in the world as a peace-loving nation. And we, as a civilizational nation, we are, India is a civilization, it's not a country. We have spread civilization through the entire world, right from, from MENA to right down to Southeast Asia, to Fiji, and to that end of the world as well. And that has been possible because of India's focus on synthesizing, accepting any culture that came its way, and making it its own, and then spreading it. So synthesizing and then spreading it outwards. So that's what guides India's foreign policy, and ultimately, of course, my outlook to and my vision that we need to see how we can bring countries together in a global order of peace and security. So that's the role that India would like to play on the global scene, and that's what India does very well. We never impose our values on anyone, but we are very happy to support values of peace, democracy, rule of law, wherever we are welcomed. And
I think you have your personal approach and your personal touch. You bring your personal touch in all this.
Yes, my personal touch is always, as a woman diplomat, focused on seeing that we see everything through a gender lens to make sure that there is equity and equality in whatever we do, and that there is everyone is peaceful and happy while we are doing it. I mean, it's not just about making oneself happy, but seeing what we can do for others, and that's I think that's what we are trying to do with all our yoga and meditation initiatives.
I would say this is yoga speaking,
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, this is a part of yoga.
And but ultimately that's also my country's philosophy.
Okay. Yeah. We are very happy to have you here among us.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Devyani, for your openness.
Thank you.
For your hospitality.
You're very welcome. More than welcome.